what are we? We're Lego Batman, right? Lego Batman. What is that dinging? Does that mean someone showed up to the class? I heard a ding, or is that me? Maybe that was me presenting. Who's this guy? Lilia?
Showed up to the class.
Who just showed up? Did someone show up? Because I probably marked you absent.
I just showed up.
Who said Anthony Campos? Okay, look, you
Yeah.
guys are gonna see me taking attendance. Make sure Anthony. What happened, Anthony? You were late.
I'm
There
just
you
used
are.
to third period starting at 12:30.
Oh, really? Your teacher started late last time?
Yeah.
12:24, just so you know. I'm sure you know now that it's 12:24 is when it starts. Okay, so look, there's Lord Business. Let's see what we're doing today. I'm not going to do this every day, but you guys know, just go to the weekly agenda to figure out what's going on today. And look, we're doing 2.4 self-practice solving linear systems. Self-practice, odd. I wrote self-practice. Odd problems. So you got to do odd problems here. And then we're doing check your understanding. That's worth the test points. That's worth 80% of your grade. So make sure you do that. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. All right. We'll start again. I'll start it off with you, the 2.4. I don't think it'll be as long as yesterday. Yesterday was pretty long. So hopefully today will be shorter, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. See how fast you guys answer questions. It's okay for a long. It's okay on my end. Just want to make sure you understand this. Okay, so that's our weekly agenda. Tom Brady made it to, I think, it's his 97th Super Bowl. It's pretty amazing. I can't believe it. I already talked to you guys about that before. So, but anyway, I have little announcements there. Okay, now if you missed yesterday, you can go to class meet recordings. Okay, and here they are. I just uploaded it. Wait a minute, did I upload it? Oh, I need it. Wait a minute. I thought I did. Oh, I didn't upload it. I'll upload yesterday's video and today's video up there. It'll be under there, okay? So I'll show you that tomorrow. I thought I uploaded it, but I did not. Okay. So we have all these. We're on 2.4 according to our weekly agenda. Tomorrow doing 2.5. 2.4. So let's look at the 2.4. 2.4. Okay, solving linear systems. This is just how to do. These are just notes. Self-practice. That's what we want. We're doing the self-practice and the check your understanding. Just those two things are the ones that I'm going to be grading. Everything else is just to help you understand it. Go at your own time. You don't need to look at it because I'm going to show you how to do it too. But if you need extra help, this is all here for you. So we're at self-practice. Everyone open up the self-practice. 2.4 self-practice. So you can do it with me. We're doing odd. And here we go. Solving the systems of equations. Okay, these ones we have to do graph paper. And let's just get to it. Are there any questions? Guess not. Let's see if my camera's working. Okay, so for your self-practice, right? You're doing this in your notebook. You're starting a new page. Okay, so you're going to put your name, the date, the period, and the topic. Oops. Topic. Sorry, I messed up. Topic is system of equations. There are three methods, the systems of equations that we are going to be doing. Number one is graphing. Wait a minute. What the heck does system of equations means? What does that mean? What does that mean, system of equations? Let's call him the smartest person in the class. Let's go with Aaliyah. What does that mean? System of equations.
I don't know.
Oh, have you ever heard that term before?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. At least you heard it. Let's see. Camila, what does it mean?
System of equations?
Yeah.
It's like I can't remember, sorry.
Okay, well, we'll work with someone who knows. Someone knows it. It's okay. I haven't taught it to you, so if you don't know it, that's fine. Let's go with Jackson.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, look here, guys. Does anyone know what it means? It is this. I'm writing it in orange. Write it down. It's super easy. It's the intersection of two functions. It's the intersection of two functions. An I here. It's where two functions intersect, or two lines intersect, or two parabolas intersect. It's the intersection of two functions, okay? Danielle, what does system of equations mean?
The intersection of two functions.
Perfect. So when we solve it by graphing. That's one way to do it, where we find where the two lines intersect, or whatever. You graph them, and where they intersect, that's your system of equations. The second method is called substitution. It's a substitution. We can solve the system. We can find where the two functions intersect by substitution, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And the third way is going to be elimination. Elimination method. Okay? So we want to figure out, what is the system of equations? Where do they intersect? By graphing, substitution, and elimination. Those three ways. Okay, I'm going to go over each way as we do the homework problem. So let's do it. Are there any questions before I move on? Let's do number one. Okay, here we go. So let's look at number one. Okay, you have these two lines, right? I have here, I'm going to write it down. So guess what? This will not work unless you have graph paper. You cannot solve these unless you have graph paper, because the graph paper helps you to become very accurate, and we want to be super accurate. Y equals -1/4 x minus 3, and y equals 3/4 x plus 1. Okay, so I wrote both of those. We're doing number one, so write down the questions for number one. We'll write them down. And you need a, hey, you know, if you guys want, you can print this if you want. You don't need to. You just write on a graph paper. So that's what I'm doing. Make your graph. Oh, shoot, I want to do this in blue. Blue. Does that look like blue? It's blue. We are gonna play Blues Clues. We are gonna play Blues Clues. We are gonna play Blues Clues because it's really fun. Yeah. All right, there we go. So you guys see, there's my little graphy graph. I'm just gonna do a little labely. It's blue. This is my x-intercept. This is my y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna show my scaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So let's graph this first. Find the system of equations. -3. So you just graph it. We know how to graph it. I'm just gonna walk you through it as you guys do it too. You guys do it with me. This is number 1 of your homework assignment. We're doing it together. Yay, we're getting homework done. -3. So that means on the y-axis, I go down 3. 1, 2, 3. And I have that point right there. Let me hide this little thing so it's out of your way. Boom. And then -1/4. That means I rise 1 and I run 4, except I'm going to need to go in the downways direction. I need to go in this direction. So I'm going to go up 1 and backwards 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have gone down 1 and forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the system of equations, like from this point, let's go up 1 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to draw a lot of points so I can see where they intersect. So this point, I can go down 1 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. Use this. Notice how I'm counting the squares. You got to be on the grid of the graph. If not, you're going to mess everything up. You will not get the answer. Use a ruler, a straight edge ruler, to draw this line. Otherwise, remember, because you can't find where if you're not accurate and straight, you will not find out where they intersect. It has to be a perfectly straight line. Okay? Then let's label it y equals -1/4 x minus 3. And then let's do this one, the +1. So my y-intercept is 1, so I go up 1. And then 3/4. So this is the down direction, and I want to go in the up direction this way for 3/4. This is the upward direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do another point. Let's go down this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that right there. See that point? See where they hit? My work here is done. We connect the points. You can see what the system of equations is. Let's label it y equals 3/4 x plus 1. Okay, there's the answer. Now, I'm going to ask you, what is the answer to this problem? If I said, what is system of equations, and you were to give me 2 numbers, you have to give me 2 numbers. What 2 numbers would you give me? Okay, you guys look at that. I'm going to call on one of you to tell me what the answer is to this system of equations. What is the answer to this system of equations? Okay? What do I mean by that? So you have to be able to figure that out. Okay, what is the answer to the system of equations? Here we go. I'm going to call on one of you. What answer do I? What am I saying? What is my answer? All right, Jada, give it to me. What's my answer to my system of equations?
Is it -4 and 2?
100% correct. I love it. Okay, this point right here. To get to this point, I go 1, 2, 3, backwards 4, down 2, and the answer is -4, -2. That is the solution to the system of equations, is that point right there. That is where they intersect. And that's all you got to do. Find, that's the graphing method. And then there's substitution and elimination. Are there any questions? So there we did 1.
Wait, where did the -2 come from?
Okay, Jackson. You understand this is the point of intersection?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now to get to this point, I got to go backwards 4, so that's -4. Get that right or no? Jackson? Jackson, are you there? Where did you go? Am I talking to a ghost? Jackson, can you hear me? I'm looking at you. You can see me looking at you. Is he frozen? I think he's frozen. No, if Jackson, if you come back, and I'll explain it to you. Maybe you can't hear me. Jackson, we go backwards 4, and then we go down 2. That's where the -2 comes from, because I go down 2. I go down 2. I don't know if you can hear me or not, Jackson, but that's what we do. Okay. I think Jackson's frozen. All right, let's do the next one. Jackson, if you come back, let me know. All right. Let's look at, so all these you just graph, right? You guys can graph number 3 and figure it out for yourselves. Now, number 5, solve the system by substitution. Okay. Well, that's pretty, again, so we're not going to graph it. We're going to have to solve it using algebra. All right. So I'm going to write these down. Y equals x minus 8 is one function. These are all linear. These are all linear. Remember, this is, hey, can anyone tell me what form this is that we talked about yesterday? What form is this? The bottom one. Someone yell it out, see if you can. What form is that?
Is it standard form?
Yes, awesome. It's standard form. 3x, great. That's a good test question if you guys know that. And then someone else, what form is this one right here? Come on, someone answer so we can get out of here. The longer we wait, the longer it's
slope form.
Yes, slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. Nice. See? Got out of there. Okay, so we are going to use and again, if you guys want to write it in your notes, you can write, this is the substitution. The substitution method, okay? Now, the idea behind the substitution method is this. I'm sure you've seen this before. But y is equal to x minus 8. So if there's another y, I can replace it with x minus 8. And if you look here, there's a y right here. So I can replace that with x minus 8. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this standard form equation, 3x minus 2. Instead of y, I'm going to put a nice space of parentheses, equals 17. And instead of that y, what am I going to put in there? Someone in the class, we can get out of here. What is it? What do I put in there?
X minus 8.
Yes, x minus 8. Boom. And now we just solve for x. We can solve for x because we have only x's. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So let's get rid of the parentheses first by distributing the 2. So it's going to be 3x minus 2 times x is 2x. -2 times -8 is positive 16 equals 17. Okay, see, I did that. Just multiplied the 2. Now I can add 3x minus 2x. If I have 3 x's and I take away 2 x's, I'm only going to have 1 x or just x plus 16. Let me know if you have questions on this. And then I take away, so I'm solving for x, so I take away 16. And x equals 1. Okay? Now, am I done with my answer? Let me see. I'm going to call on someone at random. Is that all I need to do, do you think? It's a weird question to ask. Let's go with Kimberly. What do you think? Am I done? Or do I need another piece of information to solve for the system of equations?
Which Kimberly? There's 2 of us.
Well, how about, well, okay. I was looking at Kimberly Garcia.
Okay.
Hey, Jackson, you're back.
No, we're not done.
Okay, do you know what we need to do next? Because you are right.
You will plug it back into the slope intercept form. You'll put in 1.
Well, there you go. Because we need to solve for y. Now, Kimberly said we plug it in. So we have x equals 1. So I can plug my 1 in here. But instead of x, we plug in 1 and say 1 minus 8 is y equals -7. Remember, the system of equations, you need an x and a y. But What could we have put it in this one? Yes, we can also put it. This one's more difficult, but if you put it in two equations, 3. If you put it, this is kind of how you check your answer. If you put it in two equations, let's put in 1 there. If I get -7 here, then I know my answer is right. Okay, so 3 times 3. Let's check the answer by plugging in this. See if I get the same answer. I should get it. Oh! Oh my gosh, it's the same. Yes. I know my answer is correct, so I write my answer like this. 1, -7. X is 1, Y is -7, and okay. Are there any questions? That is the substitution method. I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds and move on to the elimination method. So the idea between substitution is you need a letter by itself, like y equals, and then I can substitute x minus 8 for y. You need something like that to do substitution method. Get rid of this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do 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 do. So like these are all y's, right? So for example, I'd put 8x. I'd put this one. Not that we're doing this one. 8x minus 21. I'd plug it right in here, right? So it'd be -6 times 8x minus 21. Make sure you put it all in parentheses. Okay, so the last method is the elimination method, right? So let's take a look at this. The elimination method. You know to use the elimination method when the x is lined up with the x and the y is lined up with the y and the equal is lined up with the equals and the number is lined up with the numbers. So this is a nice elimination method. Everything's lined up. This one's elimination. Line everything up. This one's lined up. Okay? Right? So again, we're solving for the system. We're trying to figure out, like, this is a line in this standard form. Standard form. Where do these two lines intersect? All right. So let's go ahead and do this one. I'll do number 9. So I have -x. So I did half your homework for you. Isn't that amazing? Let's see. And this is -6x minus 6y equals 30. Okay. I just wrote them down. Am I sharing? Okay, real quick, raise your hand if you've seen the elimination method before. I've done it. I've seen it before. I've done this. Okay, a couple hands. Okay, cool. Raise your hand if you've seen it, but you don't know how to do it. Okay, but how about this? You've seen it, but you don't know how to do it. I've seen it, but I kind of don't remember how to do it. Okay, that's okay. So good, you've seen it before. So here we go. Here's the idea behind the elimination method. Here's the idea. It's basically, you do what it says. You eliminate. You're going to eliminate an X or eliminate a Y. That's why it's called the elimination method. Okay, so here we go. We have the elimination method. All right, the problem is I cannot eliminate either of these. Now, I want the coefficient to be the same but the opposite. Like if I want to eliminate y, if this is -6y, then I want this to be +6. Okay, then I can eliminate because 6 minus 6 is 0, goes away. If this is -6, I want this to be +6. So let's see. I don't care which letter do you want to eliminate, X or Y? Let's go with Micah. What do you want to eliminate, X or Y?
Y.
All right, Micah says eliminate y. No problem. We could eliminate x if we wanted to, but Micah decided y. So I look at my y's. I see this is -6, so I want to change this to +6. So what I'm going to do is multiply everything. You can change it if you using multiplication, as long as you multiply everything. So if I want to change this to +6, what should I multiply my -2 by to change it to +6? Laura, what should I multiply it by? Laura.
Hello?
Hey, welcome
My mic
back.
wasn't working. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
-3?
Yes, because that'll make it a +6. Very good. So when Laura said multiply by -3, we have to multiply everything by -3. Everything in here to keep it even. And just multiply this because it'll mess everything up. So you multiply -x times -3, you multiply -2 times -3, and you also have to multiply 10 by -3. So my new equation is going to be this. -3 times -x is +3x. -3 times -2 is +6y. -3 times 10 is -30. Okay? And so let's rewrite the orange as what it is. We don't need to change that. And now what we're going to do, see what we're doing now? Let's work with this one. You're going to draw a line, and we're going to add these. Okay, we're going to add them. Now you do whatever the sign says. So 3x plus -6x. You guys should know what that is, but that will be -3x. If you have questions on how I got that, you can talk to me after class. 6y minus plus -6y. They eliminate. Elimination method. Those go bye-bye. Equals -30 plus 30 is, don't forget, if it's 0, it's 0. You write it as 0. Okay. Divide by -3, and x equals 0. Okay? Then we solve for the x, so we have to solve for the y. So you can plug it into any one of these equations. I don't know. Let's plug it in. Let's plug in this green one here. Okay, I'm going to plug the 0 in this green equation here. So it's a -x minus 2y equals 10. Instead of x, we say x equals 0. So I'm going to plug in 0. And 0 is 0. So I can just write 0 becomes 0. So it's -2y equals 10. Divide by -2. Y equals -5. So my point of intersection is 0, -5. But to check, let's plug it in. Let's plug the 0 into the 5, or into the orange. Let's plug the 0 into the orange. So we say -6 times x minus 6y equals 30. So plug in 0 for our x. 0. -6 times 0 is 0. So -6y equals 30. Divide by -6. Can you guys see that? And then we say y equals -5. So I know it's right because I plugged in -5 for both of them. So my answer is this right here. My answer is 0, -5. All right. Now I want you guys to try one more, and then we'll be done. This is important. So those are the three. That's the elimination method. Those are the three methods we got. We had elimination, we had substitution, and graphing to solve for the system of equations. Right? What is? Let's see, Kyle. What does it mean for the system of equations? What does that mean? The system of equations.
It's the intersection of two functions.
Perfect. The intersection of two functions. Okay, I want you guys to try one more. Hang on a second here. Okay, I want you to solve the system of equations for these two. Okay. And then wait, hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hopefully this will work. Okay. Solve the system for these two right here. Okay, and then we'll be done. See what you guys get on your own. You're doing this on your own. You can use any method you like.
We can't see them. You're not presenting.
I know. I was just setting it up. Thank you, Stephen, for letting me know. I'm putting it right now as you're speaking. Okay, there it is. Wait, nope. Can you see it now? Okay, you can use any method you like. Solve the system of equations for those. And then you got to check your understanding afterwards, okay? So don't say the answer out. Let's assuming you have written down. I'm gonna get rid of this in 10 seconds. You can still work on it unless you need more time to write this down. You should have it written down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see.
Mr. Sanchez,
Yeah,
can I see the problem again one more time?
sure. Now, let me just say this. If you're getting a weird answer, then you are doing it correctly, because I gave you a weird problem. So if you're getting a weird answer, don't be discouraged. You're doing it right. Okay. Does anyone... Jackson, was that good enough? Did you see it?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. I bet you're thinking you wrote it down wrong, right?
Yeah.
But you wrote it correctly. Okay. All right, here we go. Who needs more time? All right, let's go with Nikander. What'd you get?
I got 0 equals 0.
Okay, that's right. Or I got 4 equals 4. You know, we'll get 4 equals 4. Okay, what the heck does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? Kimberly, what does that mean? 0. What did you get, Kimberly?
0 and 0.
Okay, do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. What are we asking for, though, Kimberly? What's the question? What are we solving for?
X and Y.
For what, though? What's the whole name of this? What's the topic of this chapter or this section?
For the system of equations.
Yes. So we're trying to find where these two lines intersect, right? So you guys, look. This is what's going on here. This is not, you are correct when you say 0 equals 0, 4 equals 4. However, you have to say what the answer is. What is the system of equations? You have to give an answer here. So I'm going to use the substitution method because it's y equals. So I'm going to say negative 6x plus 2. And instead of y, I'm going to put in 3x plus 2. Now, I know you guys all got this, but let me just show you how I got the answer. So let's multiply the 2 to get rid of the parentheses. Negative 6x plus 6x plus 2. I'm sorry, plus 4 equals 4. Okay, now negative 6x plus 6x equals flink goes away. And then we left with 4 equals 4. And you're saying to yourself, what the heck just happened? There's no more x's. 4 equals 4. What does that mean? Well, let me rewrite these. Let's graph them and see what they look like. Y equals 3x plus 2. And let's graph this. Negative 6x plus 2y equals 4. Let's graph them. You don't have to graph them. I'm just graphing them so that you can see. Then I'll be done with this. Just watch. You guys, this is Godzilla time. Okay, we're doing Godzilla time right now. This is Godzilla time. Do you know what Godzilla time is? Kevin, do you know what Godzilla time is?
No.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Godzilla?
Yeah,
Yeah, who saw it? Who said that?
that would be me.
Is that Micah?
Yes.
Okay. Micah. Well, actually, Micah, when you saw Godzilla, were you taking notes and say, whoa, Godzilla ate that guy? And then you're all, whoa.
No.
No, you just watched it and enjoyed it, right?
Mhm.
You just went like this. Whenever you guys, Kevin, have you ever seen the Avengers?
No, not really.
You ever seen any Avenger movie?
Don't pay attention really.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. Jackson, have you ever seen a movie before?
Yeah.
Did you take notes and graph and stuff like that?
No.
No, when you watch the movie, you went like this. When I watch Godzilla, I go, whoa. Ah. Boom. Right? You just enjoy and watch it. That's what I want you to do right now. Godzilla time. As if you're watching the movie Godzilla. Just watch and enjoy. You don't need to take notes. I'll tell you when Godzilla time is over. So it's Godzilla time. It's as if you're watching Godzilla. So let's graph this. Plus 2. So I go up 1, 2. And then I go, my slope is 3. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. Okay, so I'm going to graph this line.
We don't see it.
Oh, I hate this job, man. I always have to freaking make sure that the camera's on. I'm just joking. Thank you for letting me know. Anyway, Godzilla time. Still enjoy the Godzilla time. I'm graphing y equals 3x plus 2, and I'm going to graph this line. Okay, there's my line. Bing, bing. Think, think. Now let's graph this line. Now to graph this line, I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form. Okay, so let's get the y by itself. I brought the 6x over here. Now to get the y by itself, I divide by 2. And let's graph this line. 3x plus... What do you notice? Well, let's graph it. Y-intercept of 2. And then slope of 3. 1, 2. Look, I'm graphing the orange line. Over 1. 1, 2, 3. What's happening here? This is weird. Is it the same line? Notice that my orange is on top of my green. So what does that mean as far as system of equations? What is the answer to my question? Jada, do you have any idea?
Not really, no.
Jada, what is the system of equations? What does that mean?
When two functions like meet together.
Correct. So do we have two functions here, Jada?
Yeah.
Are they meeting together?
Yeah.
How would you describe it? What's going on here with these two functions?
I don't know.
Well, what did I just do, right? Do you see an orange one?
Yeah.
Do you see a green one?
Yeah.
What would you say about them?
They're the same line.
They're the same line, or can we say this? I drew the green, and then on top of it, I drew the orange. And these are made up of an infinite amount of points. They share every single point forever. So my system of equations is infinity. It's an infinite points. Or some people just say infinity. It's an infinite amount of points. That is my system of equations. Now, the other thing, sometimes you'll solve it. You'll solve two functions. And instead of having 4 equals 4, you'll have an answer that looks like this. 3 equals 7, where they are not equal. You'll have two different numbers. What that means is you have another line that is parallel. Okay? Can you have two parallel lines? Yes. When do parallel lines intersect? Let's go with Stephen. When do parallel lines intersect?
Never.
Never. So if you come up with this, it means the two lines are parallel, which means no solution. No solution. So you'll come up with questions like that on your check your understanding. So if it ends up like this, you say no solution. Okay? All right. Are there any questions on that? So today, that's worth 80% of your grade. You know, you do this check your understanding here. Sorry, do I need to go back to that? I feel like I should go back. Let's go to home. Okay, there's Lord Business. Go to your modules, and we're on 2.4. Remember 2.4? Look for 2.4 module, and go to check your understanding. And then you just take the quiz. It's a quiz. You can take it as many times as you want. Solve the system. There it is. What would you do there on this one? Would you do graphing, substitution, or elimination? Which one looks like would work best for that one? Graphing, substitution, or elimination? Let's go with Kenji. Which one would you use? We're gonna get back there. Kenji.
Yeah.
Can you hear? Which one would you use?
Say elimination.
I would use elimination because X lined up with X, Y lined up with the Y, numbers lined up with number, equals lined up with the equals. So anyway, you got to make sure you do that today. There's 5 questions. Are there any questions? So class is not over. I'm done teaching, but class doesn't end until like 1:55 or something like that. Why don't you keep doing your math stuff until you're done at 1:55 and then you're done? But unless there's any questions, make sure you say bye, Sensei, in the comments. And I will see you tomorrow. Remember, Thursdays, I'm in. Oh, look at that dog. Oh, Kimberly, that's such a beautiful. Is that a dog or a cat? Or is it a rabbit?
Bunny. It's a
Oh, it's a
bunny.
bunny? Oh, oh. Bye, Catherine. Oh, look at that bunny. Bye, Anthony. Bye, Stephanie. Look how cute that bunny is. Bye, Alexis. What's the bunny's name? Bye, Bryce.
It's baby Timmy or Timothy.
Oh, baby Timmy. Bye, baby Timmy. Well, I don't know if baby Timmy's going to hang out, but bye, Eduardo Buster. If anyone has questions, you may stay after class. Bye, Camila.
Do you know that there are different variations of Godzilla?
Yes. Yeah.
There's this is like really gross one. It's called Shin Godzilla.
Really? I never heard of that
Yeah.
one.
It's because
I'm looking them up now, Kenji.
They showed that one only in Japan. It's
I'm
like
looking him up because I want to see what he looks like.
like it's Godzilla, but he during the movie he starts to evolve into God, like more Godzilla like
He's all. He doesn't look gross. He looks like red and stuff. Oh wait. Oh, he's freaking. Oh, he's evolving. Oh,
yeah.
he has like creepy eyes or something.
Yeah.
Mr. Sanchez.
Yeah.
For number 1, it says solve the system. It doesn't have a plus or minus. It's 9x and then 2y equals.
Can you present it to me, Jackson?
Yeah.
Mr. Sanchez,
Yes, Elizabeth.
I just wanted to tell you that I came in late.
Okay. Let me get you, Elizabeth. How come you're late?
I was showering.
All right. Well, what time does class start?
12:20, I think.
12:24.
Oh,
So I'll see you tomorrow at 12:24. I marked you here.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. I'm looking at Jackson's. Okay.
Right here.
9x plus 2y. I believe I checked that a couple times to make sure it was in there. But let me check. Let me see. Let me do it right now. Well, keep it up there, Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'll tell you when I have it written down. 2x plus 3y equal. Okay, you can turn it down. Let's see. I'm going to eliminate the. You have to get rid of. Okay, wait. What is your question?
What is it supposed to be plus or minus?
Okay, I understand your question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you how I would solve this. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's hard about this one, sorry, I kind of crammed it here. Okay. So I'm looking at this because this is so big.
Mm-hmm.
X. This is 9. This is 2. I'm going to eliminate the y's. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this one positive 6, and I'll make this one negative 6. You got to change one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's multiply. If I want to make this positive 6, what do I have to multiply it by?
The 2?
Yeah.
3.
3. And if I want to make this one negative 6, what do I have to multiply this by?
Negative 2.
Okay. So then it's going to be, so multiply this. So it's 27x plus 6y. Oh, I'm going to multiply by 21 equals 63. Okay. You with me so far? I'm going to do this one in blue. So now I'm going to multiply all these by negative 2. Negative 4x minus 6y equals Negative 2 times 16 is negative 32. Okay? You with me so far?
Yeah.
I'm going to add these. So you do what the signs say. 27 take away 4. 23. 23x equals 63 minus 32. That
31. Yeah, 31.
Oh yeah, I must have done something wrong because that
Was it minus 2y instead?
minus 2y. Oh, did I write it wrong? Was it a minus 2y?
On my screen, it doesn't have a plus or a minus. It's just 9x.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what? You might need to refresh it. Hang on, let me look at mine.
Let me refresh it right now.
Let me look at mine because it's a minus 2y. It should show up. I think you just have sometimes you have to just reload it, like go in and go out again.
Okay, that's weird.
I understand your question now. I understand your question. I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. It should be a minus 2y.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Wait, but make sure it shows up because the other questions won't show up too.
Do I just click next and see?
Did you go log out and log back in?
Okay.
What's up, Kenji?
Yeah, I have the same problem. It doesn't show if it's a plus or a minus.
So I think log out and log back in. It should show up because it's showing up for me. It's just a glitch, I'm assuming. Sometimes that happens. That's what Jackson's doing anyway.
Where is it at? It says resume and it's still not there.
Who's sharing? Am I sharing or are you sharing? I'm sharing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. This is mine. Mine shows it. I don't know. I think you know what? Let it rest and then get back to it. And if try it a couple times, like let it rest, come back in 5 minutes, and then if it doesn't work, try it again. And if it doesn't work again, let me know, and we'll figure something out. I'm not going to penalize you for it for messing up. Let's see. I'm looking at.
I'm checking all the problems right now while I'm here with you.
Yeah. Okay. Good idea. See, check your understanding. See, I'm logging in. I'm taking the quiz.
For question.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Yeah, question 5 has the same thing.
Well, here, I mean, I can. You want to look at mine? You can write it down.
Yeah.
Or you can, it should work. Kenji, how's yours doing over there?
Mine's not
problem.
Mine's not showing any negative.
It's still gone. It's still not there.
Yeah, I think it's just I bet it's going to be fixed again. I've seen this happen before. But if you want, you can just write down my questions here.
Okay.
Or take a picture of it with your phone or whatever. I don't know.
I'll take a picture of this problem.
Okay. Kenji, if you want to take a picture too.
Okay.
All right.
So, wait,
ready for the next one? I'm gonna go with the next one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, got that one.
Kenji, you get that one?
Yes.
Is that the same question? All right, Kenji, you get it?
Yes.
All right, Jackson?
Got it.
There's and one more after this one. Okay. And then here's the last one.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'd say let it come back in 5 minutes. I bet it'll re-go, but let me know if it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay. Kenji, did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. See ya.
Okay.